Hi, everyone, and welcome to Harvesting Home and to another edition of The Hop. I am so excited to introduce you to one of my new friends that I have recently met through our mentoring group on Thistlewood. And I want to introduce you to Renae Frey. She is from Peacock Ridge Farm, and she has a beautiful, beautiful blog. And I cannot wait for you to see and look into this beautiful blog today. She is going to share her heart. She's going to share how she got started. You're going to see some beautiful projects that she's done. And I know you are just going to fall in love with her enthusiasm like I have too. So I am excited to introduce you to Renae Frey. Welcome, Renae.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me on today. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you are so welcome. And I have just absolutely loved following you and looking at your beautiful pictures of your home, your garden. I cannot wait for you to see some of these pictures. You are just going to love her beautiful, beautiful blog. Well, Renae, let's get started because I want to hear how you got started in blogging, because this is just something that not everyone is familiar with. And I know you have a wonderful story. And so why don't you tell us how you got started with Peacock Ridge Farm?
I am an interior designer by trade, and I owned a boutique as well. And due to COVID, people didn't really want a designer coming into their home, and people didn't want to shop in a boutique either. So God just told me it was time to reinvent myself. So he told me to start blogging. And truth be told, I had no idea what blogging was. And I just had so much fun researching what it is, finding so many talented, gifted women out there. And so that's how I got started.
Wow. Was it really hard? Was it difficult to make that transition? Because how long had you been an interior designer?
I'd been an interior designer for 20 years.
Wow. So was it difficult to make that transition to go from like a brick and mortar? You said you had a boutique. So was it difficult to move from that to something online and learn something completely new?
I wouldn't say the transition itself was hard. I'm not real tech savvy. And so having to learn everything that you need to learn for blogging was a bit of a challenge for me. I love to learn, so I enjoyed most of it. But I'm amazed at the blogging community, just how generous and helpful and kind everybody is, and it's just willing to lift you up and to help you along. So that's been wonderful.
Yes, I totally agree that I have been amazed by that as well. And I have learned so much, and it's been a true blessing for me as well. So I am in complete agreement with that. Okay, so tell us a little bit about you and your family.
Well, I'm married to my high school sweetheart. My husband and I met skipping school when we were 16 years old.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah, it might just work out.
This year, that's right.
Yeah, this year will be our 36th wedding anniversary.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So we have a son and a daughter, and we have 4 grandbabies, and they are just the absolute joy of my life.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, now where do you live? Do you care telling us where you are based?
I am in the foothills of the Cascade Mountain Range in Oregon. And it's just lovely. I can look out my back window and see 3 mountains.
Why? You told us a little bit about why you started Peacock Ridge Farm. And so where did you come up with that name?
I used to live in a neighborhood called Peacock Ridge. And for some reason, it just felt so classic and so romantic to me. So when we bought this property, which happened to be a farm, it became Peacock Ridge Farm.
So what do you love most about your business / blog? What do you love most about, maybe about not just the process, but just the different aspects of it?
Well, first of all, I love welcoming people into my home. I love entertaining. I love serving people. I love sitting down and getting to know them. And in my blog, I want people to feel like they're coming into my home and sitting down and having a cup of tea with me. And I really, truly want to get to know my followers as well as getting to share myself with them. So I do love that part.
That's great. Yeah. Do you feel like it's just a way almost to an extension of yourself? So, you can welcome people into your home, but by doing this, it's almost like you can open it up to even more people and share it with more people. So I think that is something, it's to me, that's just an amazing thing that we can do today. And
yes, I do love that.
I think we've made new friends that we wouldn't have before.
Definitely. And it is amazing that these online relationships are really real relationships and very fulfilling. Right. And so many incredible people out there that I get to know and to get to know them each day. Mm-hmm. And that's wonderful.
Absolutely. Well, and I just encourage your readers and mine just to say that I've met you. I know your heart. I've seen your enthusiasm and your excitement to know that it's genuine and real. And so when you get to her blog and you see her Instagram and her Facebook and you read those stories, and that is coming from her heart. And so I just encourage that, and that you're going to be encouraged by that. So it's kind of come through all of those stories and those blogs. Your heart is going to come through that. So that's wonderful.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's just very sweet.
Well, and you shared you love to do flower arranging as well. Is that something that you do a lot on your blog?
I do some on my blog. I do a lot of tablescapes.
Okay.
And like I said, I love to entertain. I love to have people around my table. Right. And I love having a beautiful table. So a lot of times that involves doing flower arrangements. Mm-hmm. And so I'll do flower arrangements, whether it's getting clippings from the side of the road and bringing them in, wow. Flowers from my yard, or going to the flower market.
So what is your favorite flower to grow?
My favorite flower to grow would be wisteria.
Wisteria. Well, I started to say that picture you sent was, and you'll see here, I'm going to share this picture now. You'll see it is beautiful, this wisteria. I wish we could grow. We have a dry climate where I am, so wisteria just will not grow like that. But oh my goodness, this is just breathtaking.
Wisteria to me just speaks of yesteryear, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. Of the old world, class and elegance, right?
Yes. It does. Yes.
And so wisteria was one of the first plants that I planted here on our farm. Wow. I think I have 30 of them now. They're everywhere. Oh. And it tends to get to be a bit of a jungle, but boy, is it beautiful. And I get 2 bloomings a year, which I'm
really
thankful for. Yes, I get one in the spring and one again in the summer.
One of the things that when you're blogging, and a lot of people don't understand blogging, and they don't understand the business side of blogging and what a schedule looks like for someone that blogs. And I know that, like, for me, I work full time. And so blogging is something that I have to work into that schedule. So what does your schedule look like, and how do you handle that work-life balance? I know you've talked about your family and your grandkids. And so how do you handle that work-life balance?
It's a challenge. Blogging is my full-time job now. I spend at least 40 hours a week on it, mm-hmm. which I thoroughly love. Yeah. But the one thing that I'm really trying to make sure that if grandbabies call me in the middle of the day, that I stop and have a phone conversation with them. Or if my kids need me, they are my priority. And I want to make sure that doesn't change. Right. So one thing that's really beautiful about blogging and working for myself is my schedule can be very flexible. Mm-hmm. If I'm busy during the daytime hours, I can blog in the night. So that's great. With that said, I find it a little bit difficult to manage my time, only because working from home, as so many people know now due to COVID, that there are so many distractions in the home. And, I'll see something that needs done, or in my case, I'll think that room could really use some wallpaper. And then I get on a tangent of buying wallpaper, but I do love it. It's just the best job. And one thing really nice about being a home decor blogger is you do have to make the time to do the projects that maybe you normally wouldn't be able to do. So it really, truly is a wonderful job.
Right, right. And I think that's something that we all can learn, whether we're blogging or any job that we're doing. And I think that you have a great perspective, and that our families definitely come first.
One thing that people don't understand about blogging is they think that all we do is take pictures and post them. But you giggle because you get it.
Yeah.
But what people don't understand is one project might take you 3 weeks to finish.
Right.
So you have to do the project, you have to video the project, you have to photograph the project, then you have to do all of your editing, your writing, put in your affiliate links, and post them. So, just in writing the blog itself, it could take 10 hours for a 2-minute read.
Right.
So it can be a very time-consuming job, but it's a rewarding job all the same.
Absolutely. That's very true. And I think a lot of people don't realize the behind the scenes of that and what's going on. And that's even just for one blog. You're not even talking about planning out the whole year and an editorial calendar and what goes into that. So, and it just kind of gets back to the core of why you do what you do. And to me, again, this applies to whether you're blogging or you're a teacher, whatever it is that you're doing in life, that you do it because you love it.
Yeah.
And if you if you choose a project and you do that project because you love to do it, and that's going to come out in everything that and people are going to love that because you love it. And if you hate what you do, people are going to know that too.
That's
so,
too.
Yes.
So I generally have, I'd say probably 6 to 8 projects rolling all the time.
Right.
So right now I'm in the middle of remodeling my patio. I'm building lattice to remodel a courtyard area. I always have tablescapes coming up. I'm turning my craft room into a wrapping station, and I'm remodeling my dining room and my office all at the same time. So everything needs to roll at a different pace, but to keep everything going. So it is a little bit of a juggling act, but it's the best kind of juggling act I can think of.
Oh yeah, it is so much fun. Just thinking of those projects and keeping those going, it's fun. And I love that. So, well, that's great.
And, with my husband, it drives him a little bit nutty because he doesn't like change. And it's like, but honey, I have to do it. It's my job.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. This is my job now. Or I have to go to Home Goods because it's for my job.
Exactly. I have to do online shopping.
That's right. I need to shop on Amazon because it's for my job. What has been the biggest challenge or obstacle in your business?
Things are always changing in the technology world. I think that I'm finally learning how to use it. But other than that, it's just awesome. I love everything about it.
Yeah. I think a lot of people would agree. Technology is probably one of the biggest obstacles for everybody, and keeps us on our toes and learning new skills. And
I'm no spring chicken.
Me either.
One thing that I really like about doing this blogging and having to continue to learn and to grow is I want my kids and my grandbabies to see that I have set my mind to something and that I am going to work my tail off to achieve that goal.
Yes.
And I want them to know that they can do it as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'm setting a good example for all of them.
Yeah, I love that.
My grandbabies that are local, I have a granddaughter that's 9 and then a grandson that's 6. And when they come over to visit, they love to do tablescapes.
Oh,
isn't that funny? They
yes.
see me doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's fun for them.
Yes. Yes. That's what my little 5-year-old granddaughter will take the phone and she will pretend that she's giving a home tour as she's walking through the house.
Isn't that sweet? And my granddaughter, when she goes home and I'm looking around the house, I'm noticing that she is picking up some of my accessories and putting them in the places that she thinks that they should go. Mm-hmm. And so after she goes home, it's kind of like a puzzle trying to find that thing, put it back into a spot. But I love that she feels comfortable with moving things around and that she's growing and she's learning and she loves the design world.
Right.
Right. So that's cool.
Oh, it's absolutely. And I think it's such a great reminder that they're watching everything we do and that they're learning. So I think that's a great thing. It's a good reminder to us to on the being good examples for them. So it's a neat thing. Okay. So what has been the biggest surprise for you?
I think just how much I love it. I feel like I'm home, which might sound silly. I am working from home, but it feels so comfortable, so me. And the blogging community, what we touched on earlier is it's such a lovely group of women. Yeah. And in the blogging industry, I feel like I am completely surrounded by my people, right? Mm-hmm. People that are just like me, that understand what it is that I do, what my passions are. And I didn't know that kind of a community existed, especially when we're talking virtual relationships. Mm-hmm. So I've been really surprised by that, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I definitely agree with that. Okay. So where do you get your inspiration? What inspires you? And where do you get some of your ideas from for your tablescapes or your gardening, different things like that?
I get my inspiration really from everywhere, whether it be a magazine picture or maybe seeing bedding or artwork or something in a showroom. But truthfully, at times I can't sleep at all during the night. And I came up with some of my best ideas. I just keep thinking all night long and just putting a plan together. And that's fun.
Yeah. Do you grab your phone and type it in the notes really fast when you come up with those ideas?
So that my husband doesn't see that I'm playing on my phone during the night. If you and I and 10 other people were given the same size room, the same supplies, the same amount of time, each one of our rooms would be completely different using the same thing. So I hope that through this interview, through my blog, that I'm making it clear that you can do it, right? Each and every one of you have amazing talents and that you can do it. And having your own twist on that is what makes your project unique.
Right. I look so forward to seeing where you are going to go. I know you're just going to grow and just a lot like your wisteria. I think it's just, you're going to just overtake us with what your success and what you're going to do. It's just going to be amazing. You're going to shine. And I just look forward to seeing all that God has in store for you.
Anna, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you both this weekend and today. And I am just really thankful for the opportunity that you've given me. And you're a beautiful, kind woman. And I'm so grateful.
Thank you. Thank you. And I just want to say, you'll see, we will provide links here that you can go, and you can go to Peacock Ridge Farm. So you can go to the blog. I want to remind you, you can subscribe there, and you can also visit Instagram. She has Facebook, and be sure to subscribe on her blog. Oh, that's right. Be sure to go to her YouTube as well. So be sure to subscribe for updates on all those different platforms. And we are just thrilled that you've been a part of the Hop today. And we are excited about this opportunity and all that you're going to have in store. And I know that our readers will be there and be supportive and cheering you on as well as yours. And so great things are in store. So thank you again, Renae, for being with us today.
Thank you. Hugs and blessings to you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Bye-bye.